And I'm seeing a new name in the form of.
Deli.
Let me see it here on the screen. Yes, I believe. Or no, Deli has
Yeah,
played
Deli.
in the last. Start off with bands. What would you like to see? We are going to Clubhouse, so very structured map here. A lot of team. You need some structure here. Habana band coming out. I am not against this for sure. Especially as a defender side, makes it harder to get those hatches open. It limits what the attackers can do, especially on the bottom basement. Like makes that a little bit more viable. As in the current meta, it's not necessarily the first go-to site. We're seeing a lot of change up with meta sites, and Osa ban as well coming out. I'm so far some decent attacker bans here.
Yeah.
Osa is very pivotal. She brings a lot of utility to play. Shields, EMP. Be interesting to see what comes out here for defense. And we're going to see a mute. Interesting. Not very common ban. I don't necessarily think it's a great ban. We'll have to see how Houston plans on playing around this. Maybe they have a game plan already set with bringing that mute off the table. That's something that they didn't want to deal with.
Valkyrie.
And then a Valkyrie ban. So a lot of very powerful defenders left. Valkyrie is a decent ban, but you still have the Solus in play. You still have the Azami in play. You still have the Cade in play. You still have a lot of pivotal ops still left in play with those defensive bans coming out. And Tampa is going to be coming out here with a typical setup. And a little interesting seeing the Warden. Maybe he's going to be playing that rafter location. That way he doesn't have to worry so much about being flashed out.
Yeah, I honestly am kind of perplexed at how there's really no Azami pick for this first CCTV room. I mean, she's a very powerful operator on this map already, and especially on the CCTV site, specifically on the Garage Raptors where she is at her strongest point. I feel like that's a more common pick that you see, but I guess not for Tampa here. They're not gonna. She didn't get banned either. I know in the most previous game, me and Gallium were chit-chatting about the Azami ban ended up being a very strong ban on most maps, but I feel like picking Azami on this room is pretty important to securing the garage down and getting at least a hold down. Defender's not even gonna go a wall denial operator either. It's a Jaeger, a Warden, a Castle, Mozzie, and Smoke. Not a lot of. I guess they're just gonna let them get the wall open and not a lot of effort put up against it. And I don't even know if they've reinforced the garage fully.
I don't believe I saw anybody drop.
It is reinforced. It is reinforced. Okay.
Houston was having me a little worried there, locking in the thermite there at the last second almost.
We realized, oh, they have no breach counter, so let's just get the wall open within the first 20 seconds of the round and get a free sight line into the CCTV site there. But we do see, I believe that's Twitch back in spawn, trying to zap as many gadgets as you can. Probably those Jaeger devices and those Mozzie pests to try to get some intel later in the round. Iana taking damage pretty early on here. No idea who she is fighting, but it's probably that Mozzie or that Jaeger inside of bar. Probably the Mozzie above the hatch, holding an angle into bar or Stock's room there. Iana probably has no clue. Oh! Double kill for Tampa here, taking out Smurf and Woods, and also taking out Palmer here. I'm just gonna start calling him. I'll just call him Corn. It's probably easier to call him Corn. It's a mouthful.
Mario.
But now a 5v2 in defender favor. Twitch still outside, and Iana at half health, cooking a nade, trying to get a good pick here. But with that Jaeger device, might just try to zap it. Defender's now set up pretty solid here to like lock off that wall there, and Smoke's trying to lock it off with his toxic babes. Both attackers are now outside breach trying to find some picks. They do not have Case though. Case is right behind the Iana. Case is sitting on the balcony. Another defender. Oh, and Twitch takes out Mozzie with a headshot. Good night, Mozzie. Twitch now at half health from that
HP.
gunfight. Yeah, half health in the process. One still on Raptors, one top red stairs, trying to shield it. Oh, it gets taken out by Castle from beneath. They know Ion is on breach, or the Twitch is on breach. Twitch now drops down to go to a single garage door, but might just try to rappel back up the wall. Jaeger now in oil pit, trying to wait. Twitch gonna try to throw her drone out and zap some cams or get some intel. Sees top garage, drone shot. One regular drone remaining, no Twitch drones remaining. Just try to find a way to finagle her way around this map now. Half health, 1v4 with 45 seconds remaining in the round. This looks like this round's probably going to go in Tampa's favor here, due to the amount of members they have left in their team. Gonna get off rappel and go back to stock store, most likely, as Castle's holding from beneath, and they're still pretty solid on trying to hold her out. 30 seconds now. Gonna rappel back up to get bomb. Outside main breach now. She's going to play her timeout, 20 seconds. Twitch takes a lot of damage from that Ducky peek, and Ducky takes her out. Defenders, round 1, and a 4-0 victory on that round. Wow.
So interesting enough, it seems like Tampa opts to not go for the hard denial there because they play such a strong vertical play. So we had Jaeger inside bar holding for any push through stock. You had the stock hatch, or not stock, you had the construction hatch open with head holes into stock to also watch that stock push, and then a Castle playing underneath in that lobby area in between stock and garage with head holes looking into the bottom of garage, and then he opens up multiple vertical holes beneath breach and beneath window to where he's got a complete lockdown. So the only way you can essentially push that is to win your fights up top and then like out push the Castle where he doesn't have that view line on you, or you have to clear out that entire bottom site, take that vertical angle just as if it was somebody sitting on top of site using vertical angles down into site. So a little bit of a different play. You don't see a lot of teams run it that way. Definitely looks like it caught Houston flat-footed there. Yeah. And now we're going to see Tampa go downstairs and going to see that Azami that you were wanting to come out. That's going to be coming out. We're also seeing definitely a major lineup change here. Basically, everybody different except for Ducky on the smoke now.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this lineup here for the defensemen, but they do reinforce next to the armory wall and next to like right across from church door. I believe they are trying to do a main hallway hold from the double doors down main stairs, and I think a zombie is going to try to set up her stuff or her keeper barriers all in there. And Ash is already upside down rappel on the window, watching stairs. Takes shots of Wamai, takes out armor on top of blue stairs. What a frag from Ash there on the upside down kill. Oh my. Zero now going to try to force some pressure on that hatch with no K denial. They could be impact tricking on this hatch here to get rid of any sort of breaching charges that we're going to be getting that. Zero now hopping in, going to try to get the hatch up. A zombie might hear it and try to impact it. Oh, and Yana taking damage. And Yana takes out Nocturnal with no Babyllion health remaining. That is Lucy off the board, 3v5 now in favor of the attackers, but Iana is pretty low HP. Attackers also bringing that Maverick, a very questionable pick. And oh, Mira, Astro watching for this Ash push. Looks a way to look for a drone because he hears the drone coming through. Ash holding her position on these stairs, waiting for intel. Tries to push it, melees the Mira, swings in, whips some shots, now half health. Woods taking out Astro with a pinch kill. Excellent shots from Woods there. Ash on firing. Deliana takes out Ducky. 1v5 now. It's just the zombie left in the back of Armory. She is getting swarmed, and a flawless round for Houston on that attack. Wow. What a attacking momentum. What a momentumous push there from the attackers. Any thoughts on that round?
It seems like one team was flat-footed round one and the other team decided to be flat-footed the second round there. We had a more pushing up blue stairs. I'm not sure why they opted to have the Wamai going up there, especially if you want somebody to be roaming. That's the last operator there I'd want to be roaming besides maybe the smoke, as his discs spawn over the entire round, and that's a lot of utility knocked off the board right away there. And then it seems like after that they just, I'm not sure where the Malusi was killed by the Ayana at that point, but it seemed like they lost that opener and then just could not pull it back and bring it back into their favor or even make it competitive there, as Houston managed to get a flawless round that time around.
Yeah, now the defenders opt to go to a gym bedroom hold here with, yet again, oh no, they actually bring a Cade this time, and they're going to probably Cade off that shipping dock side or pull the hot tub balcony there. Trying to deny that wall breach this time from that. Oh, the attackers are not bringing a hard breacher. They are bringing a Maverick, though. And that Maverick last round was a questionable pick because I do believe on a downstairs site like on Clubhouse, and especially most downstairs maps don't have any exterior walls, I believe that pick was not as good, but I believe he did go dirt, which is probably his most effective entryway on this map here to try to make a move with Maverick. Completely silent, and no one was holding dirt, and Azami ended up dying to, I believe it was Vac, who swung in behind the Maverick after making Maverick hole in dirt wall. Now the attackers spawning into the map. Jungle already going to the roof. Iana is already in rafters, making a very aggressive push here. Already has a drone set up. Smurf's going to run in here, try to get rid of this castle with her nade. Maybe not. She might just go back around. Oh, this castle enters, and it's now behind the table. Iana now rotating back around towards Liliana, and I believe Korn is still on Raptors, trying to hold this position here. Jaeger right beneath the Iana, coming up blue stairs. She might have a free kill here. Iana cooking a nade. Castle goes down from a beneath nade. Pengu with the excellent pick. Jaeger taking shots at Pengu, and Pengu snaps onto him and gets the free kill. 2 kills for Pengu so far this early on into the round. Maverick now trying to get help. Iana get the wall, but there are 3 attackers on this CCTV push. Iana's going to go outside and pre-fire the mirror. That way she doesn't peek him and get the free kill. Maverick now busting open that castle barricade. Another nade up from Iana, a little short. Let's get the frag, and Ducky takes out Korn with that KSG shotgun. What a kill. Season 1, oh, it gets taken out by Woods on main balcony. It's slowing now. The attackers taking their time to find out information and get some intel. Ash probably gonna bust open that barricade there, that castle barricade. Ooh, a mirror with the C4 misses because it's too short, and nobody's on that door in particular. Oh, and Ash walks right into his sight. Wamai is in trouble here. Wamai in a firefight with Ash now. Has to figure out what he's gonna do here. One more hops in the gym. More pushing main window. Woods doesn't see him. Takes down Woods and gets shot through the wall. There's already 1v3. Mira has one lockdown on cash side, but has to get back to site to counter these attackers who have already run in. He has to fight off this Iana. Iana no nades now and is at a disadvantage behind this Mira, but she knows that one of her teammates is trying to flank her. She's castled off and can't get out. She's completely stuck. Iana probably going to try to swing. Oh, misses the opportunity there. Mira's trying to get out, desperately trying to get out. She's locked herself in this room now. The attackers are playing very intelligently here and not trying to get on. Takes down Iana. Oh, just downs her. Doesn't finish her off yet. Misses both her shots. Gonna try to make a move here. Iana, excuse me. Nomad trying to hold the intel, whatever that room is called in there. You try pushing in at the castle barricade. Pre-fires and gets the kill onto the mirror. That is a 2-1 lead for the attackers. 2-1 lead for Houston. Yes, 2-1 lead for Houston. What a round.
Indeed. A little bit better out of Tampa there. It still seems like they're reeling a little bit, as that setup just wasn't. I don't know what the words to say there. The Pengu just managed, or not Pengu, sorry. Right, is his name Pengu? Yeah, his name is Pengu. Okay. Pengu just managed to get those 2 really important and opening frags there, and then again, Tampa's just not able to reel it back there, and you're just left in very solid anchor positions, like for example, that mirror in that last location. She's castled herself off inside of this mirror location. She's got no way to rotate out. She's completely locked in. They know she's locked in. And then you have, I believe it was Lamai in bathroom locked in, trying to watch multiple angles. He managed to kill one who swung his other angle and then just could not win that other gunfight there. I mean, if he wins both those gunfights, there's a chance that he's able to get out. If I was this mirror in that instance, I would have already started beating down that castle, break it down to where you just need to hit it once, you're able to dip out of there. Instead, he tried getting the pick onto Iana there. He does manage to eventually get it, But in the end, he's left in a 1v2 situation. They know where he's at. He's immediately fried as he tries swinging around to get a kill.
Yeah, really good job by Pengu there getting those early picks, as you mentioned. Those are the really important kills trying to get on the site. And then while Mai was fighting for his life, trying just to survive as he was getting full onslaughted. But I think the attackers have relatively gone back to trying to defend this wall here. Maverick gonna try to no, again, no wall denial from defense. As you mentioned earlier, they're confident enough to have plenty good enough counters when they already have the wall open to get inside. Smoke already already taking damage from God knows where. I believe probably from the Maverick holes. So by someone on Repel, Thermite gonna get a charge on this wall, gonna get it nice and opened up for those attackers to get some sight lines back inside. And hopefully this time, they'll manage to get some picks this time. And Nomad actually on Repel, watching that red shield for Smoke. Smurf now below sight, gonna try to get some frag grenade kills with some intel from his teammates and his own drone. But Nomad has a pretty good chance of killing this Smoke here if this Smoke gets a little too frisky on the shield. Zero now outside garage. Ducky holding rafters, and we have, I believe that is, yeah, we have GZ inside of construction holding for that push from the flank master side, but I don't believe any attackers are on that side of the building. Most of them are trying to force that wall side. And Iana beating down the castle barricade. Castle does not seem to notice yet, but then Iana looks back over at the hatch as he hears some movement. Swings open the castle. Castle completely unaware, and Iana gets the free kill. Trying to free nade from below now, is unconfident of that grenade throw, so puts it away. But Ducky still trapped on rafters. Iana now cooking a nade, I believe. Nope, then backs off the angle. Ducky's still holding. 1:10 remaining for these attackers to get inside the building and finish off. But Korn, as I mentioned as I mentioned now, at 1 health, but also Ducky takes down Smurf for a beautiful kill. Zero knows where he is on rafters and has him locked down and just waiting for that peek. He can peek anywhere. This Ducky has a very good peek here and peeks up for a second, and Zero sprays where his head would be. Ducky still focused on garage door and takes out Korn for a double kill. Zero now pushing below, and Sins takes out GZ. Sins now down, and Ducky is taken out by Deliana, and Zero also taken out by Astro, who is, I believe, flanking up backstairs. It's a 2v1 right now. Sins picked up into a 2v2. Nomad taking shots from Cash. Nox got to deny that plan. He I believe, is out of Toxic Babes, and Astro takes out Woods. 1v2 now. Thermite had no health remaining. Astro holding downstairs. Thermite does not have bomb. 50 seconds remaining. He has to make a move here. Trying to get the last couple frags. Smoke hears him, swings around and takes him out. Nocturnal takes out Sins, winning it and bringing it to 2-2 tie split right now.
So definitely better attack there from Houston. They were expecting it. They went at it how I would have suggested going at it. I maybe would have committed another person down there to help out Smurf, but he was able to pull off that part of the attack completely by himself, and then was completely locked out from Houston wise, was locked out from Raptors play. They just could not push this Warden out. He was able to get 2 pivotal kills, taking out Pengu and I believe it was Plumber on the Maverick, who was very low HP before finally getting taken out by Zero. But in that regards, he's already paid dividends for holding that location, the amount of time that he held off for them, and then getting those picks onto them. And then we saw how their setup still helped them in that long run. We saw Jaeger immediately rip down castles and go underneath to help deny that plant. Takes out the Nomad in that 2v2 scenario, leaving that Thermite on 20 HP, who has to swing and go for that gun engagement. And 9 out of 10 times he's going to lose that engagement, whether it's to the SMG-11 or to the shotgun Mossberg.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you on that. But again, we are seeing Korn back on that Maverick, doing a pretty pivotal job at getting some angles opened up for his team, and also getting that dirt push in that one defensive round where the defenders were downstairs about two or three rounds ago. Castle now setting up a defense and Bar with probably gonna put footholds into that stock room there, and we have Frost top floor trying to find some cheesy places to put our frost mats down, most likely, as there's actually nobody down in sight besides Nocturnal who's on that Thunderbird. And yep, he has the spear because last game I was questioning, I believe last game, the guy who was on Thunderbird with that shotgun was JPN, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe somebody was on that Thunderbird shotgun. It might have been a mistake, but then again, it was a very odd pick. But Ash already getting stock wall open for the Iana. Jaeger, or Astro, I mean, taking shots already, trying to find a pick here. The Ileana holding a devious angle, but Jaeger knows better than to peek that angle and take shots at Smurf. Pengu and Astro trading a little bit of damage as Jaeger is still holding that angle as the defenders are trying to figure out this push here, but Maverick probably going to go through strip door. 2 defenders on site. Mostly a vertical play on this room here, but Smurf opens up pull barricade, and GZ taking shots from the player upstairs. And ends up getting downed from, I have no clue where he got downed from. Deliana taking him out upstairs. Iana clone sees the Jaeger, but Ducky then walks in to help support him. Iana's gonna hard swing. Oh, and Armor takes out Deliana. Jaeger's gonna swing, taking shots, and oh, it fits down to 1 HP, is gonna back off the angle. Ducky now supporting. Sees the Ash, takes a couple shots. Flores takes down by Ducky. Is he gonna swing? It takes out the Iana. Double kill for Ducky. 2 attackers remaining. There are 4 attackers with Ducky on critically low HP here. Castle takes shots at Corn. Corn now 25 HP, and Corn is taking down Armor. Corn now just pre-firing the door. A minute remaining for these attackers. 2v3 here. Corn on dangerously low XP, and as I just mentioned, Ducky on very low HP as well. Jaeger now holding behind the bar. King knows where he is. He's so confident. He knows this angle. And Corn, oh, and Astro gets taken out by King as he swings around. Last 2 members are on site, I believe. Nocturnal is definitely on site. Corn, Ducky probably on. Yep, also inside of stock or church. Droning out now. 30 seconds remaining. Woods is gonna try to sneak through blue here, watching out for those Legion mines. That way he doesn't get procced and get known about. And Corn going through blue to try to get a free pick here. Ducky might actually just hear him. That beeper goes loud. Ducky knows where he is now. Ducky just chilling behind the boxes. Oh, and Woods taken down to low HP by the Thunderbird. He's gonna peek left, he's not gonna see him, and Thunderbird takes him out. Nocturnal kill. It is now just Woods remaining. 2v1. Walks into sight and gets taken out by Ducky. 3K for Ducky, and defenders clean up the round, bringing it 3-2.
So a little bit of a different setup there for Tampa coming out there. They had a 2 anchor and a 3 roam hold there that played vital to that defense there. And Houston, for lack of a better term, played right into it. Just completely went in, expected to win those engagements against those roamers, and lost those gunfights. And then we're almost able to pull it back. They brought it back even 2-2 split, and the anchors there for the form of Tampa were able to lock down, as I believe one of Houston was already super low and then got tagged down. And the other one that was still full health got tagged down immediately after that. And both of them were just dropped immediately by the anchors without a chance to even fight back.
Yeah, good picks out from the attackers there, trying to push on the site, but eventually we're taken out by this 2 critical anchors. Thunderbird especially getting the double kill there, or getting the kill there, and Ducky actually pulling out a double kill with that Legion, or a triple kill rather, really turning the tides of that round. But I believe they're going to go, the defenders here are actually not going to go for that same mirror strat, as it did not work in the previous round there. And yeah, they're going to opt for a different defense here, because when they tried that mirror shot with that castle, they were easily wiped out from a different push, and Mira was dead, encapsulated inside of that little area there, that double door area. It was eventually killed off at the end by Nomad. But the defenders here setting up gym bedroom yet again, as I just mentioned. Smoke open up the hatch. Zombie's going to throw some of her berries up in construction. Kate's going to get that wall. Solstice is going to play in your strip. And Cade is just going to do Cade's things. Nocturnal's going to do Nocturnal things. He's going to probably try to Cade that wall there as well. But it being so easily seen from that window, it'd be kind of hard, except the third on the roof.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt you. Balake. Ragnar has some prior engagements to attend to, so I'm emergency hopping in. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to be here with Balake. I think it's our first time casting together.
I'm sure it'll be pleasant, and thank you for clutching up there for the bag.
Of course.
Bringing up the assistance there when Ragnar has some things to attend to. But as Ace and Thatcher get the wallop in here, he's just gonna take a very aggressive angle here into the hallway. Gridlock's gonna start throwing out her track stingers, and one drops the hatch, and Nocturnal is unaware. No, that's an Iana clone, but he takes shots from the wood breach. And Smurf is planning on dropping, checks his drone along with Jackal, about to drop in on Knock, and Smurf drops in. Doesn't see the K. K taken out by Smurf as he walks straight into sight with no contest. Was going to opt to go in the hallway and check for the cross and zombie barrier. Also locking them out of sight, forcing them to crouch in and walk right into Astro's hands here. Our armor takes down the Smurf right as he tries to enter the doorway, and is now on about 40-50 health after that fight with Iana. And now the defensemen are 4 on 4 now. Armor trying to hold sight best he can. Solus still on main stairs, trying to hold for this post plant. And also Astro taking the very aggro angle, and Armor goes down, and Deliana takes a little bit of damage. Deliana's going to be able to capitalize on that kill there. King's going to swing main window. He's looking good. Astro takes out Korn. Beautiful pick from Astro. Do not know if he believes that Ace is actually in bathroom now. Ducky's still beneath trying to deny plant. He's trying to just check out if that case gets down or not. EMPing as he can that Thatcher. King now going to roof with diffuser. 50 seconds remaining. The Daggers have complete gym control, but the Solus can swing the tides of the round if that plant goes down. King hopping in the bathroom. Gonna try to check out behind a chassis. Plant going down. Solus has an opportunity here. Oh, and Astro swings King, and King put down to no health, and Astro at 1 health. Deliana takes down GZ, and Ducky's still beneath the die for Plant. Ducky has to get this Plant to dial down. He's gonna run up main stairs as Astro's taken out. And a 1v3 now. Astro taken down, and Deliana is now planting. It's trying to help out the King plant here, and Ducky is gonna not opt to deny that plant, but he is gonna try to look around for some picks. And is gonna opt to go up red stairs here. 30 seconds remaining. Now 25 as the timer ticks down in the round. He could look for some pretty good picks here if he can just swing into sight. He only has 12 seconds remaining until he'll start defusing. One swings to the room as he looks away, but doesn't see him. Swings the ace, takes out Deliana. Now it's a 2v1 situation here. No time remaining. Going for picks. Claymore at his feet. Claymore nukes him into oblivion. Attackers winning the round, bringing it to, I believe, a 3-3 split here as they go into the second set of rounds here.
That's right. That's the second 3-3 split we've had today. The first one we saw in the Toronto Anchorage game just a mere 2 hours ago. And if this game is anything like that, we'll be in for another thriller. I had the notion going into this that I think these games are a lot closer than some people might think. And we also can't forget our next game, Vancouver-Anaheim. Anaheim's got a new roster. I got no idea what they're bringing to the table. So there's potential for 3 overtime thrillers today.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I hope to see some lightning out of that game coming up tonight. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That game is at, I believe, 9 p.m.
As soon as this one ends.
As soon as this one ends. Back-to-back games here on Hyper Series GG. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that game right after this. And as we hop into the 7th round here, let's check out this lineup. Defenders opt to go for a basement defense first, bringing out Pengu actually going to be Chachanka, and Deliana going on the Pulse. And you also see the zombie pick that I love to see on this game, on this map. King opting to go to Cade, and Korn on that Jaeger pick. The attackers, Astra, of course, and that Iana. As someone who's personally played with Astra plenty of times, he loves that Iana pick if he can actually utilize those grenades well enough. Ducky going to choose Capital, and Armor onto that Ash, GZ onto Twitch, and Nocturnal on that Thermite pick. Probably going to opt to get those hatches open with that Habana ban. Habana being super strong on this map for vertical play. It is just quite unfortunate that she got banned. And now they have to opt to either going Ace or Thermite or both to get all the hatches open. As we know, Ace can only get 1 hatch. Thermite can get 2 because of his thermal breaching charges. But You're still left with one ace charge left, and who wants to have one ace charge left?
Well,
Trying to go on the site there.
Well, that's why they've brought the zero, Balake. They've got
and the zero
two
with the
hard breach charges. Exactly.
Yes,
So they're going to be able to get every hatch open and a wall, assuming he doesn't get impact tricked. But I think Deliana is going to be on a mission to make sure the plant is nowhere near as easy as Tampa Bay hopes it will be, provided they even go for the hatches. We've seen Tampa Bay hold basement by playing the bar, so we don't know. I don't know what they're going to pull out to win this game.
Yes, indeed. And as the attackers are entering the building here, trying to check out drones, three of them are actually just posted up in spawn, trying to get intel. As Iana's droning inside, and I believe that is Armor, who came in gym window, just trying to check out the place and clear those roamers out. Astro's gonna run straight in the kitchen. Deliana's gonna pick up on the heartbeat sensor, and as she's gonna, he gets on the table. Smart Astro, get away from that C4 there. Deliana might just believe it and try to throw a C4 at her, but I think they're gonna try to deny it from beneath. Deliana's gonna see him walk out of the room into the hallway here, and he's gonna exit as Thermite's gonna run in and try to distract her. Charge going down. Deliana's gonna C4. Will it kill Nocturnal? Oh! Yes, Nocturnal goes down. That is cased down inside of the freezer, inside of the kitchen, and the hatch is opened up right before he dies. But an amazing C4 kill from Deliana there. Capitalo now has to, Ducky has to go get Diffuser as Iana is actually slowly doing it. And Sins takes out Astro, and Ducky takes out Deliana. What a peek from the hatch there. Is a 4v3 in the defender's favor here. All defenders are on site as attackers are swarming from above, trying to enter the nest, as I call it. And Kate is just posted up behind there, and Twitch is holding a very, very risky angle here, trying to push down Mainstar slowly, but this Chachanka will not let him get inside. Now takes out his head straight off his shoulders. Panko with an amazing kill. See second action, Panko gets a second kill onto Armor, and a 4v1 now. This Zero has to make a move here. Ducky gonna enter into not so quietly, baiting out, probably trying to bait out a C4 here. Yep, C4 bait out from that Cade, trying to get that bomb, but does not know when is right next to him. Chanka gets taken out, 3v1 now, shoots his body because he is a complete, insert word there, from Hatch Peaks, and then the second triple kill for Ducky as he taken out on his legs, and his streak is shut down by Sins. What a momentum he had there, but sadly taken out from a simple leg shot there from Sins. What a round. Vac, what are your thoughts?
I mean, let's go over what happened that round. I mean, obviously the opening pick, the Thermite, the Nocturnal gets blown sky high from Deliana's Pulse C4. I don't know what the plan was between Astro and Nocturnal. Astro goes in, he baits the Pulse, but Pulse saw the second player anyway. So, like, sure, hatch got open, but I mean, is it really worth all that trouble?
Yeah.
They weren't, remember, because they weren't watching it with impacts. They were watching it with C4. So in that case, you have to think, oh, I need a throwable hard breach. In that case, it may be worth it to expend both Selma charges. Because, like, you don't want to lose a person instead. You know, utility's utility, a gun's a gun. But it's round number. But someone has to take the lead coming out of that game, and so far they've traded back 2 rounds each way. So Tampa took round 1, Houston took 2, Tampa took 2, Houston took 2. If history's anything to go by, Tampa's about to take 2, or I've just jinxed them, and we're gonna see the first. We're gonna see Houston take their first, or not their first. We're gonna see them take their lead back to 2 points like it was before.
Yeah, and I do believe that they're going to try a similar hold here. Then going Deliana on that Warden pick, probably going to try to play Rafters. Bandit on the wall, going to try to bandit trick most likely. Jaeger is going to set up his charges. Again with the Azami pick. I love the Azami pick on this room. Thank you, Sins, for going to Azami. The use of Azami, in my opinion, is critical on this room due to the sightlines she can create, along with that Jaeger not being able to get herself naded, and he's going to give himself about a Jaeger. But the wall is opened up with a Harbridge device. I believe that is the Capital who opened that up on Repel. They are now very sus, and he's going to open up another hole into garage, and he's going to run back to main door. Jaeger now going to swing down main stairs behind Azami as this Thatcher and this Thermite are struggling to get the wall open against this bandit bandit tricker. I'd assume they would probably bring a Cali on this room due to the amount of stuff
Flores.
she can bring. But and Flores gonna drive his drone inside and try to get rid of the bandit tricker, and he might just get the wall open here right to the Flores.
He's gonna get both.
Flores gonna bomb drone again. He gets bandit tricked. Almost get bandit tricked. No, he does not. Flores drone going in. Thermite charge gets off the wall.
Gone.
And I do believe he has lost both of his thermite charges. Excellent play here from Pengu. And now they're no longer able to get the wall because Armor has been taken out. I have no clue by who, but he was taken out. Pretty run. Iona Astro taking shots at from Pengu. Pengu takes out Astro. What a kill. And also Ducky taken down by Sins. 5v2 in defender favor here. Nocturnal gonna swing main window, and GZ is now gonna try to find some picks from the subroof. And and Deliana taken out by Knock on this outside main garage. GZ's gonna get swung from the window, but not in time for him to be able to be seen. Gonna try to go lower garage with Nocturnal, try to get a pick here. Doesn't see a zombie's head on the side. Did have no intel, sees his feet. And Sins taken down by GZ. Double kill for Sins. Thermite remaining in a 1v4. Not basically full health remaining, but not a lot of bodies remaining. Gonna opt to go hide and spawn and just AFK shot it out. He's gonna run the timeout here, probably to try to save his KD. In a custom match, that's
no, they're gonna talk it over. The Tampa.
They're gonna talk it. I think they're gonna talk
commonly
strategy,
commonly seen in real R6 esports when it's clearly untenable. They're gonna take because they only get one timeout, but they can waste this round as a timeout too. So they're gonna take that time. They're gonna reorganize and they're gonna see what they can do to get out of this. What's going to be a 2-round deficit. Across the board, no one's been able to grab a solid kill except for Ducky, who's at 11 and 6, but Nocturnal's at 5. But then the struggles of Armor, Astro, and GZ are plentiful as Houston holds 9, 9, and 7. So clearly, it's not looking good for the boys in red from the bay down below.
It is not looking good for them as time ticks down for this round. Defender's gonna win it by winning it by a timeout, but it's win the Jaeger. No time remaining though. Defenders are going to win that round, and they will claim their 2-round advantage over I believe it is Tampa on attack here. But I believe they're going to try to opt to go back down in basement, unless nope, they're going back to gym. They're going to try a little gym defense here. I believe they've won basement and now CC, and now they're going to go back to gym and try to win gym. And then after this, if it goes to 6-3, it'll be match point at that point, and then they'll probably up to go back downstairs. If they end up winning, if they end up losing their room, they know 2 rooms they can win on pretty solidly actually with a 3-man lead in that last round, a 4v1, a pretty clear indicator on who has the better hold in that room on the attackers versus Houston versus Tidal Wave side. Now. They are opting for the castle and the Mira this time, but no wall denial. But Sins with the 1-my pick, and again Pengu coming out with that Tachanka pick. Now I have never seen a Tachanka pick on this room work effectively enough to nullify a plant or stop a push, because all the angles are kind of odd and no one really knows unless they've studied the Tachanka Shumika, as it was recently changed. Capacity changes, so it's not going to be as powerful, but it's kind of just a rework. And he's gonna opt for the 2x on the 9x19 SMG instead of going his LMG, which honestly personally is a better choice. But with that 2x, now it might be a better choice if you're going for just beam straight line like fighter jet like headshots on these attackers here. And I believe they're going to do an identical mirror setup maybe with this, but I have no clue where these mirrors are set up. I believe there's probably going to be one in bathroom, and the other one is still not to be seen, but the wall's already opened as they're going to try to mirror trick the entire wall instead of trying to do a wall denial with like a Kate or something. So that is why they don't have any wall denial. I did not see that play coming out from them. That's a very unique play that I definitely do not see often, and I do think that nobody really sees often. But I believe Korn getting heavily droned out, and he knows there's a sledge beneath him, or at least somebody. and he's getting really sussed out. He hears the sledge, so he's just gonna GZ to try to push up here, but one is also on the door, putting a large amount of pressure on him. Gonna swing. Sledge does not see him. GZ taking a little bit of damage, but main garage door is probably gonna try to swing in and try to help him out. It's Ducky swinging inside. Sees a C4 and takes out Corn before the C4 can blow up. Yes, he can. Sledge is now still alive. A 5v4 swinging in the attacker favor. Shamika now going to be in CC to try to deny the push from the rafters. Oh man, that guy has some triple G lineups there. Trying to deny the push from red. That Iana is just gonna bait sound bait. That you're gonna throw an EMP and and almost gets taken out by a grenade from below. And Armor takes out Woods, and then Sins takes out GZ right after that. Sins and Pengles don't know how that gets naded from beneath by Armor. A 2v4 now swinging in attacker favor. Smurf on no HP. Deliana takes out the Thatcher, aka Ducky, but Armor taking heavy damage and gets taken out. 1v3 now, and Deliana, Armor at no health remaining. There's the second mirror I talked about on the wall.
If you're Deliana, you're in a situation now where they are damaged, and one's on their drone. They are going to catch off Armor, but Armor was the one on the lowest health. So there's still a bit of a mountain to climb for the Mira, but they have both angles in place. Diffuse is going to go down, and Astro's got a crossfire. Can Nocturnal finish this plant in time? He's going to have to get his gun. Oh no! He stops the plant just in time!
With a millisecond remaining, denies plant, and the attackers have to push now. 1v1 for Astro.
There is time.
Man.
There is
time for Astro to reposition, but the bomb is in sight, and he does have control of it, but he is playing behind this mirror, and Astro has no clue where he is. 20 seconds remaining in the round. Deliana going to take a relatively passive hold, going to try to bait drone, but Deliana has to hear him pushing. He's going to pre-fire. Deliana taking heavy damage. He has to push behind the mirror now. Melee's the glass.
Pistols out!
And Deliana takes him out. That is a round win for Houston. Oh, man. 1v1 situation. Way too close for comfort there, but ends up pulling out the round and getting themselves a win, bringing it to, I believe, 6-3 in Houston's favor. Wow. That round was crazy. Oh, and Orange is going to opt for a timeout. Tampa, yes. Opting for a timeout here to retalk their attacking strategy here as the defenders are just wiping the floor with them. Besides that last round in 1v1, but all the other rounds have been pretty well swept. It was the downstairs round was, I believe, a 2-1-2 clutch, and then it was a 4-on-1 where they took time to talk out their strategy, and now the last round was a 1v1 there to win it out for a win for Houston to bring it to match point. Now Tampa is in trouble. This next round is the decider. They have to win 3 rounds in a row to bring it to overtime, and then it'll be a two round game there. But hopefully they figured out what's going on and what they need to improve on in order to win these rounds out. But these defenders are looking very fierce with their strategies, and they're going to opt to, I believe, go back down into the basement, Church Arsenal yet again for their good hold. Maverick. The attackers opting to go with a blitz pick with Ducky. Very interesting pick there. Blitz, you don't see Blitz a lot. And honestly, if you do see him, you better hope to God that he's not a good blitz player, or you're looking at a freight train right there, especially with all of the high speed they are opting for with these 2 and 3 speeds here. Guys, hold on. But these defenders here are opting to pick an alibi up, probably for her shield, if I'm not mistaken, over barbed wire. And yes, they are. And Deliana's gonna be on Jaeger. We got Corn on Mazi to deny intel. Great pick. King to deny hatch access with his K. We got Smurf on that support with those heals, and we will see how these attackers are gonna deal with it. Blitz is actually going to stay locked in. And we have Iana, Astro switching to Ash, and Armor switching off to go to Lion and to opt for more of an intel-based team here. But I believe that Iana switch might have been crucial. And Maverick takes out Smurf.
That's a big
really
pick.
Early in the round. I believe that was a spawn peek, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that is a failed spawn peek coming out from the Thunderbird of Smurf, and that's
Oh!
another failed peek, I believe. No, sorry, they're in! Astro's in blue! Astro collects one, can he collect a second? He's gonna go for the 2-feet sneak and collect it! He shuts down Deliana, and it's a 5v2 lead for the Tampa Bay Tidal Wave, coming out of the timeout!
Oh man, and they're putting a lot of momentum on this side right now.
And here comes the freight train you mentioned. He's in!
Trying to shoot him in the back. Both defenders are now below half health. They are in a very good position here. Armor takes down the last one of the defenders, and he gets melee.
It's a flawless coming out of the timeout.
Oh my. What a differential in those rounds there. Their first defense on this room was solid, but as soon as they opted for that rush strategy, they wiped the floor with this defending team here, bringing it to 6-4. Now, they might have to rethink their defensive strategy as they go back to CCTV, but that attacker push was just unstoppable. As soon as Astro got a hold, a little like fissure, a little bit of a flicker of blue, and it was able to enter in, picked off 2 very easy kills, and was able just to run straight through and wipe out the entire rest of the team, getting them that critical round win. Now, they do need to win 2 more in a row to bring it to OT to have a chance at winning. Now, it's very much easier, or very easy for Houston to win this out. They just need to win 1 more round, but they might have the momentum spinning in their favor now with that last rush round kill being one of the quicker rounds today. We did have a very quick round earlier today in the first game where the round was over, and I can't remember back, like, what was it, like 40 seconds of that rush?
I don't know.
That rush was earlier, man.
I don't even, this was basically the same thing.
Yeah. And Astro, opting for a Maru pick of seeing that
they're going even faster.
Trap ops. And now they're going to have a Dokkaebi, a Knock, GZ switching off of Astro to Yana, and Knock going ace instead of Thermite to try to stop, to try to actually counter that bandit tricking coming out from Pengu, who is a very, very good bandit tricker as we've seen so far, getting to go to both exothermic charges off the wall. But Astro here is going to opt for a rush. If we get some person-to-person deal on that Astro and see that rush there, that would be monumentous, as Astro is going to walk. It's going to rappel straight into Jim as he rushes straight through the hallway. But Zin's taking damage on a peek from front door. But I believe Astro is already going to be knuckle deep in this rush right now. But I believe Echo is a little bit cautious of this right now, as he's going to try to swing or try to hold this room. And Astro watching his flank now. Oh, and Astro takes out Deliana. Yes, he was right about that flank, but Echo is holding a very tight pixel here. Astro has no chance of getting in here.
Interesting.
Echo, yeah, suppressor on that gun is very interesting with the amount of, I mean, he's a good player, but the amount of recoil on that gun. But it's up to him. But as he pushes towards sight, Echo going to try to maybe hold, but no, he actually backs off into red. And Sins takes out armor. What a pick from up in garage. Tries to sneak, I believe, oil pit or motorcycles as he was trying to push into garage. 3 of them now, construction side. One of them still riding down beneath. If they can get intel on red and also hard right, Astro can just flash this out. But I believe Iana does not. Oh, Iana gets his drone shot as she tries to walk into sight. Astro still a very aggressive peek here as they try to get an advance here. Just trying to look at this lineup here. Docky, very cautious of the Sins player right now. Does not know where he is. C4 comes out from Bandit, misses completely, no damage. But I believe this Iana is going to try to get a frag grenade. And down goes Ducky to Sins. Double kill for Sins. An amazing pick, a critical pick rather. Trying to get that downstairs operator off of there. 4v3 now. It's Sins with the triple kill. And as he peeks in now, take it out and trade it off by Pengu. 4v1 now. No looking good for the attackers here, as they need to get this round to keep it going. But GZ, with 1 grenade and 2 drones remaining, has a chance to get some intel with 1 minute remaining. Plenty of time here. If he can play this grenade right, he can get a free kill and try to push on the site. Now the defender's opting to try to push on the site. No, and GZ gets a nade kill onto Jaeger, I believe, getting it to a 2v1, but at a critical amount of health. And Pengu wins it out for Houston Havoc and winning them the game 7-4. What a game. Oh, what a peak from Snarf as well. What a game back. What are your thoughts on that game? How do you think that last round could have spun in that attacker's favor if the defenders did not play so well?
I mean, there's not much